Please welcome on the stage, Rita Edah.
So, how was your summer? Yeah? Good?
Busy?
Busy?
Hot.
Hot? Fun. I'm glad to hear it. I am Rita Edah, and I had a horrible summer. On the morning of Saturday, the 23rd of July, I woke up in the morning, got my phone, just like Sophie, looked at my phone, and there was a message to say my mom had taken ill the night before in Nigeria, and she'd been taken to hospital. So I hot-footed it to Warri, where my mom was, and the idea was to get her to come out of hospital. You know, we had plans for the summer, get back on plan, but that was not to be. It was too late. So I stayed put, along with my brothers, planned her funeral, got that done, sent her off nicely. She should have been there, it was a good party. And yeah, that was it. She was 76, she was in good health until she wasn't. So I came back to the UK, and if on my return I saw you or spoke with you and you said to me, "How are you?" And I said, "Fine, thank you," I'm sorry to say that I lied. And if you accepted that reply from me and didn't push any further to see if I was really okay, then you colluded in that lie. And it could also be that you really didn't want to know, and it was just the normal social thing to do, in which case you also lied. And so this is what I see to be the difficulty that we have in our personal health and wellness, as well as our health and wellness as a society. This putting on a face, keeping appearances. And it appears to even be more difficult if you're part of the personal development industry, or you have a faith, you believe in a higher being. There seems to be an expectation that you roll in positivity all the time. It doesn't matter what is going on. You're supposed to be positive all the time. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to step out of this and let it be known that I'm not okay. But then I found that's really difficult because people want you to say you're okay. And when you say you're less than fine, you get to hear these sound bites and these cliches and these things that sometimes I challenged, but more often than not, it was easier not to. So I didn't. So I was silent. And I thought, why didn't I challenge it more often? It's a lot of hassle, one reason. And the other reason being that people are doing what they know to do. People are saying what they know to say. And what I feel we need is more education, more enlightenment. People need to know that it's okay not to be okay. And if I say I'm not okay, that's okay. And if you are not okay, it's okay for you to say you're not okay and to show that you're not okay. Because that is how we connect at a human level. And that is how we are not robots. And that is how we are human, we are real, and we live a real experience. And our health and well-being is in a better place if we're able to say we're not okay. So I'm glad to hear a lot of you had a very good summer. And I want to be honest to say mine was horrible.
A very raw story as well, very truthful. So I like that all the speakers that came up today came up with something so personal. So, judges time. Do you want to start this time, Elliot?
I'll start. Okay, good, Rita. It's interesting, it's really fascinating. I watched a lot of speakers do this tonight, and you did this. I don't know if you've noticed. They go, please welcome Rita Edah. That's an exaggeration. But most people go, have you noticed that? And it's just like, hey, I am here, right? And it's a little bit disjointed because it's this nice, nice welcome, and then something like, attention, kind of feel to it. So if you could just find a way to gracefully walk in, any stage.
It's high.
I know it's high, it's great, it's fun. So that's one thing, and I was like, oh, because I know you're such a soft energy, to suddenly go,
It's
I was
high.
like, yeah, it's because it's high, okay. It's not okay. Okay. And so a couple of things. We need to start watching the lean words, the the okays, the which we call, when we don't know what to say, we have lean words. Yeah, okay, all that. The other thing I wrote down was, I really think you can integrate some really interesting stats and facts around non-expression, how that's the biggest lead into depression, is non-expression. And so really, that would hit us again quite hardly. If did you know one of the biggest causes of depression is non-expression? 80% of cases is because people don't speak their truth. So, and you've got us. So again, we have to be careful as speakers to have a good balance between it not being too self-indulgent and adding value. Your value came at the end, which was nice, and you're okay, now I get where she was going. But at the beginning, if you could allude to where you're going to lead us, it will make this speech much stronger, because you've got a great point. And I don't want to get too lost in you. Yeah, so just something for you to think about. But I loved it, it's great.
Okay. So link to the point. Save time. So Rita, thank you very much. So the point to link to the point that Elliot was making. For me, I noticed your breathing, which had an impact on your fluency, which links back to what Elliot was saying about your lean. So I felt that perhaps at times you were a little bit short of breath. So think about using some pauses to help you with some breathing. But again, lovely and some great use of humour.
I'll be super quick. So on a massive positive, when you first came up, I noticed the little. I heard it as well. I was like, But then you stopped and you took everybody in, and there was that little moment where everyone went, hello. Like I'm looking forward to listening to you now. And I think that's really valuable. And a lot of people can go up, be a bit scared, start really quickly, or not take that minute to be like, address people's eyes. Like look at people and be like, you're people, I'm a person. Let's all talk now. So I think that was really good. I'll go. That was good.